Today it's Sunday. It's St. Patrick's Day. Let me give you my typical weekend review. I'll go through my week with Uber, my week with Lyft, how I did this week, and my insight in terms of how I approach planning the week, what tools I use, and how I decide what hours I'm working. So it was a decent week for me this week. By decent, I mean I hit $1,300 in revenue this week. I was able to do it in less than 50 hours combined with Lyft and Uber. Averaged $28 in revenue this week. I was able to take Sunday off. I was able to take evenings off Monday through Thursday. And I got to talk to 21 absolutely amazing, lovely individuals each and every day, 6 days a week. Got some incredible stories, people from all over the world, people's going through great times, people going through tragic times, but touching people's lives for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, and doing so at $28 of revenue per hour. And still having time for my lovely wife and for the gym and for walks. Anyway, let's go into details. Let's talk about Uber first and how much money I made this week. Money I made, I don't like to use that term, how much revenue I brought in, because this doesn't show expenses, which is significant. $1,291 in revenue with Uber. 45 hours, 126 trips. That's about 21 individuals a day, 6 days a week. You see I worked Monday through Saturday. Got some bonuses that hit on Wednesday and Saturday. That's the reason they were a little higher, or promotions. Let's go into the details. So if I click details, it will pull up how much of the money was tips, how much was promotions, what was my net fare. And so let's look at that. Hopefully you can see the screen. $501 in bonuses or promotions. Those are the Monday through Wednesday and or Monday through Friday morning, and then Friday morning through Sunday morning bonuses. Without those promotions, the revenue would have been unacceptable. Wouldn't have been worth my time driving, all the risk I take, the investment I make. But with the Monday through Friday and Friday through Sunday promotions, they were a large factor in allowing me to hit $28 in revenue, and it looks like the promotions are continuing next week with Uber. Tips, $101 or $100 through Uber. I look at tips as a percentage of net fare. Maybe you look at it differently, but typically it's about 15% of net fare, and I'm pleased with that. A lot of people are burnt out on tipping. I think if I did more evenings, from what I've tracked, people tend to tip more in the evenings. They're going out, they're in a good mood, they're having a fun time, whereas to and from school, to and from work, less likely to tip. But I am quite pleased with 15% of net fare tips. It's been kind of my average for a couple months now. So let's switch to Lyft. I would love to be doing a lot more with Lyft. They're just not doing, for me, for some reason in my area, the Monday through Friday promotions. They're not doing the Friday through Sunday promotions. They were doing the promotions a couple weeks ago. Not sure what happened. Am I on the bad list? Is this not a focus area? But anyway, without these promotions, the revenue ups to $17 an hour. I've been tracking for a few months now with both Uber and Lyft. Without the bonuses, without the promotions, just drops to $17 an hour revenue, $10 to $11 after expenses. It's even with me being largely debt-free, retired from corporate life, working, delaying Social Security for a few years. It's just not worth my time for $17, $18 revenue, $10, $11 profit an hour. But anyway, let me show you one of the things I like about Lyft. And then one of the reasons I'm not driving more for Lyft currently, but I'm hoping to pick up the amount of trips I do for Lyft. I'm hoping some of their Monday through Friday and Friday through Sunday bonuses return. So if you click on the weekly planner for Lyft, I love the fact that in one screen, just scrolling, you can plan your entire week. They show by day in one screen. I don't have to go back and forth between screens what the peak hours are to work, what bonuses and promotions they're offering. I absolutely love that. And you'll find, just looking at this, why I work the hours I work. Monday through Thursday, I typically get up and I'm in place to start picking people up from work, dropping them off to work, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. These are peak hours, and I'm done by 6 p.m. at night. And so I'll typically work Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 5:30. I'll take time off for coffee. I'll do leg stretches, exercises, hit the gym, lunch, and I'm able to spend the evenings Monday through Thursday with my lovely wife. By the time Saturday or Friday rolls around, all of a sudden evenings become a bigger factor. You don't need to get up early on a Saturday, and so I'll work Friday evenings, Friday afternoons, and I'll do Saturday evenings, and sleep in a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Sunday off to spend with my lovely wife. I love this in the Lyft app. I wish it was easier to just scroll through an entire week and figure out what hours you're working. I love all the bonuses and that being shown on one screen. Here's the challenge though with Lyft this week, with no Monday through Friday and no Friday through Sunday bonuses in my area for me. $17 an hour revenue, $10, $11 after expenses. I've got a car to pay, I've got insurance, I've got a fair amount of risk every time I get behind the wheel. It's a lot of responsibility, picking people up, driving them around, all that for $10, $11 net an hour. I don't think so. I'd rather be doing something else. They are offering turbo, and they seem to be really, really excited about the turbo. The problem is the turbo in my area, 10, 20% turbos. What they're doing is they're giving a premium payout, and they're bumping the price 10 to 20%. Well, 10 to 20% on $17 in revenue still makes it $20, less than $20 in revenue per hour. Profit-wise, maybe it goes from $10, $11 an hour to $12, $13 an hour. It's just not, I don't want to drive for $20 of revenue per hour, knowing that I've got expenses that are a sizable percentage of it, knowing the risks that I take. Again, a good friend got run off the road this week. Number of drunks got pulled over celebrating. It's just a lot of risk. I'm a full-time psychologist, I think, with some of the individuals that get in the car. Absolutely lovely individuals, but going through very difficult times, going through very exciting times, and I enjoy my chats. But it's not an easy job. You need to be fully alert. You need to be paying full attention at all times, not just from a security standpoint. But you need to be there for the passengers, and it's just not something that makes sense if you're only earning $10, $11 net. And so I'm hoping the Lyft Monday through Friday and Friday through Sunday bonuses return, or promotions return. They do have some 40% turbo promotions. I'll try to drive a few hours, and but it's only a few hours where they're offering 40%. 40% on 17 makes it into a somewhat profitable revenue standpoint. But after expenses, $18, $17 revenue, $10, $11 net, car payments, insurance payments, energy, fuel costs, all the risk involved just doesn't make sense. So, but anyway, it was a good week for me. Earned $1,300. I took Sunday off. I was able to take Monday through Thursday evenings off. Hit the gym, get some exercise in, do some fun activities, and I can continue at $28 revenue. If Uber keeps offering the bi-weekly promotions, this is absolutely great. Best job I've ever had. Even though I was an executive and made a ton in the corporate world, this is my absolute favorite job. I mean, what's not to like if you like people, and I love people? What's not to like about 21 different individuals from all over the world? Met an individual from Indonesia, met some grandparents, just met amazing individuals from Mexico, individuals from Finland, just incredible the stories they shared, and sometimes only 5 minutes, sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes in the car. Be safe, respect, all the best.